I'm just going to show you some. That was a cow path. There's another one here. There's loads, because there's loads of them out here. See? Come on, girl. Can't find them, grind them. Right, here we go again. Well, I don't know whether it's something different, but it's a rainy day today. We haven't had many of them for a little while. It's only been raining for an hour or so this morning. I just looked at my rain gauge. We've had about 3 mil. But I noticed the other day, some of the fields, because we got quite a lot of cattle on small acreage, and we are feeding silage to pretty much everything's having a bit of silage, some description, round bale or pit. They're eating their fill and then going out in the field and leaving lots of dungs. So there's loads of dungs, see? Especially just here. I doubt if it's so bad around the field, but look, there's loads of them. Well, whilst it's raining, Bethany done a bit of chain arrowing for me down the pigsty, and the chain arrows are still on, so I'm going to carry on, do some more where I think it needs doing. So out here, down the bottom, that needs doing because there's a lot of cattle down there and they're mucking just by that tree and whatnot. Scatter the muck about, wash it in, scatter the muck about, wash it in, and hopefully they're so safe forecasting a bit more rain on the weekend. This is Thursday, so we're getting a bit of rain today. Don't know how much. Whatever we get. So yeah, should do a good job, and we might get a bit of grass coming back. Can't do a lot else in the rain. I have got a few odd jobs to do. I've got to put a gate post in. I might get to that later. I don't know. We'll see. Whilst chain arrows are on, we'll just as well go do some chain arrowing. Start her up a minute. Warm up a touch. Ugh.
He's back in the England
oh
squad for the first test with India.
Right, here we go. We'll do a little bit of chain arrowing. Right, all golden, I think. Oh, apart from that loop is off of there. Wonder if I can pull him back on. A minute. How the hell does that ever get out of there? You got something to hit it with. Cold flaming out. Oh, flipping hell. Right, all the rest look alright, that's good. Right, let's do some chain arrowing. See how this goes. Oh, look at that. A wonderful job. I like that. Right. Oh! Shut the back window. And golden. Generally, every year I do quite a bit of chain arrowing. I like chain arrowing. I think it's a good job because we've got a lot of cattle on little ground. So you produce a lot of muck. It's like it being lightly dunged. But obviously they do cow pats. And it's better to scratch them about. Spread them about and get the rain. If we get the rain, wash them in. And it's a good job. You can get a bit more goodness in the ground and a bit more grass back, all being well. That's what he says. So, just trying to keep my eye on when I don't look the edge, going around the first time. This is rough just here. It's where in the winter the cattle use this as a runway going to the other field, and I'll see at the end of the year they chewed it up a bit and it's made it pretty blinking rough, but and level it off a little bit. Right, where's the camera? There we go, look at the difference. And we go through that corner a bit. I know it's a rainy day, but scatter all these mucks about. Do a good job. Of course, fowl sheep were out here. There ain't a lot of grass out here, to be honest. Fowl sheep were out here for quite a while, well, several months. Grazed it down, and then she took them away, you know, went to their fields, wherever she's took them. And we left it for a little bit of grass come back, but then we let the cows out here. Well, obviously the cows are keeping it well grazed down, there's next to nothing here. But they come out, I feed them in the shed, they come out and pick a bit of grass. Are we in four-wheel drive? Nice, that's slippery then, isn't it? Yeah. Pick a bit of grass, but mostly they have some silage in the shed. So, can you see that? The difference? And that's mainly just muck being scattered about. Where's Mrs. Pheasant gone? Oh, there she is. Has she got any little ones? No. Has made it. I should have done this yesterday, but I didn't have time. Like I said, Bethany done some yesterday. I was doing other stuff. Well, mainly feeding cattle and whatnot. So, Bethany done some yesterday, then the pigsty. It should have been done then, it wouldn't have been so slippery, but there it is. Can't do it all. I just kicked the chain arrows on the floor, go round and round and round, or up and down, whatever I need to do, just to scatter it about. Look at it, there's a lot of muck just here. Look at it now. They probably come out and just lie just outside the shed. That's why there's so much just there. Look at the difference between what's chain arrowed and what's not. Looks as though I've been out here with a muck spreader. Bloody hell. That loop that I put back in's come out again. You can stay out. Won't be too much harm. There's a few thistles out here. Well, every year this has got thistles out here, but I just generally top them off. But I must admit, it ain't nowhere near as many as there was last year. This was bad last year. I topped them off several times. Really, it should be sprayed, but hasn't got done or whatever. Just hasn't got there. So I just top them off. I'll let them get a bit bigger yet. This chain arrowing them. They don't like being chain arrowed too much. It can pull the heads off and whatnot, so right. Pick her up. Put all that muck in. Mud and everything on there. Right. I'm just gonna show you some. This is another thing. Point of chain arrowing, which is good, is see these spots here. This is where an old dung heap is, and the yellow is the grass trying to come up under. There's a better one. That was a cow pat. So all the grass underneath is trying to come through. Now I've chain arrowed it. It's going to break that cow pat up, and that grass can come then. See, there's another one here. There's loads, because there's loads of them out here. See, that's remains didn't quite touch that bit. Look, but if you look underneath, all the yellow, all the grass trying to come through. So all that now is going to grow up nicely. There is loads of them if you look around. When you're in the tractor, you can see them a lot better. You see these little yellow patches, and that's just where dung heap was, or dung from the cows. Another one there, see? There's part of one there. There you go, look, there's loads of them. One there, there's one there. They're everywhere, over there, loads and loads of them. So I break the muck up so it'll go in the ground better, and it exposes the grass underneath so that can come back through. Instead of what normally happens if you don't chain arrow it, is the grass will grow around it and it'll grow really well, but the cows don't tend to graze it that well. They sort of leave it a bit, but yeah, that's a good job. I'm pleased. With this bit of rain as well, and maybe a bit more rain on the weekend, well, wash this in and break it up. Give it a few days time and come out here, you wouldn't know, well, you would know I chain arrowed it, but it's gone a bit dirty black, but that'll all wash off with some rain. Now, let me just put this wire back up before I forget and the bloody cows get out. Oh my god, there's a cut there. What the fuck's that doing there? Crikey, that's ticking. That's ticking well. Right, I want to do where the cows are down here, but as they're all sort of scattered around, led down and whatnot, I'm going to leave this and I'm going to go over Big Hill and go see what that's like. Because right over the far side where the water tank is, they tend to lie there quite a bit as well. And I expect there's a lot of mucks over there, so I'll go have a look at that and leave these alone here, let them have a lie down and chew the cud, because they've just been filling their bellies up with silage. Oh, I've got to get over this wire, or try and get over this wire without having to get out. Oh, come on. Oh, will it work? No, you swine. Hooked on the chain arrows. Oh, this could be dodgy. Oh, no, golden. We're alright. Hopefully they'll just stay here out my way. If I go over Big Hill, go do that over there. You can see all the cows. This is the cows. Hang on, when did these calve? These were autumn calvers. All the autumn calvers are the big calves. The calves will have to come off before long so that the cows can have a rest and then have their next calf. But if you look out here, look, there's a load of dungs because they eat some silage. I'm giving them some pit silage in the round feeders. They come over here every morning when I feed them, and they have some pit silage, and then lie down and chew the cud, then put dung everywhere. Look at that, loads of it. They don't lie up here quite so much, a bit less, but definitely this bit down here wants chain arrowing. I'll do that in a minute, but I'm going to go, well, sir, there, Koya, I'm going to go over here and see what this is like. Come on, girl. Can't find them, grind them. dear, looks as though we've had an elm tree come over. Look at that. Right now, normally, up here it don't look bad at all. It don't much muck about at all. But normally, come here. Down in the bottom, I can see it from here, there's dungs. So I reckon below this ridge, at least below this ridge, I'll do this. Give this a chain arrow. Scatter the mucks about down here. There's the other cows with the young calves over in the 6 acres. That field there was one of the first fields I mowed with the school field, triangle field, 6 acres. I let the cows with young calves have the 6 acres. These will have this, but I ain't gonna let them have that for a week or two. Let it grow up a bit more. What are they doing? They think I'm flipping gonna feed them. Idiots. Idiots. Oh, wrong way. Right. Get chain around again. I'm concerned. I'm getting no. Even though put it in 4-wheel drive, that says green. Supposed to be a green light come up there, but it isn't. Oh dear. Bit of muck on there. It wasn't me, Jamie. Honest. The green light works. Right. It's not coming up. Oh well. I think it's working. It's just not showing it's working on the dash. Look at them. They think they're going to come in here. Fat chance. No. Idiots. This flipping ash tree's falling apart by the looks of things. All the bloody old wood. Oh, hang on, so tight. Oh. All the old wood falling out of that tree. They're all dying off along here. Gas on branch. All round here I'll do in a minute, but I'll do that in a separate patch because it's a bit rough. I used to mow this field, not all of it, all this bottom bit, years ago. I haven't mowed it for quite a while now because it just is so uphill and down dale that it's quite a tricky field to mow, but we just let the cows graze it now. And they have grazed it, they've grazed it down well. I've had these chain arrows for years. Well, actually Dad bought them years and years ago, but they're starting, the actual chains in them are starting to wear thin. And they, I know you can replace them, but the frame of the chain arrows has got a few cracks in them here and there. I've got to do a bit of welding job on it sometime when I get there. I don't know whether one day to swap it for another, like a bigger one. This is 5 metre. I don't know, I know they do 6 and I know they do 8. I don't know whether to go for a 6 or an 8 next time. I don't know whether an 8 on these rough old banky fields with ridges and stuff would follow it well enough. Or just go 1 metre wider, which would be 6 metre. would be fine. Same as in the other field, doing these dungs where the cows have had a cow path. It's uncovering all the nice grass underneath and whatnot, so it's a good job. This field last year was covered in thistles, but I reckon, well, I topped it off several times, but there's a new person that owns it, and they've been out here spot spraying, and I think it's done a quite good job. They've gone around. If you don't know what spot spraying is, it's just go around with a knapsack, and where there's a patch of thistles or the big sow thistles, just spray them off. Just a bit of spray, kill them off. And I think he's been doing quite a bit of that. Okay, there is thistles here, but he has got rid of quite a lot of them. Well, I'm glad I'm doing this bit. There's here more on the flat. There's quite a few dungs here. I'll do that bit over there by the tank because I know there'll be a load there where they'd go and have a drink and lie down. Bloody hell, a load of stones there. Around there. Right, this bit, I don't know what's been dumped here over the years, but it's not exactly the best to do. But anyhow, that's Ed Jones, been chain arrowing. See the difference? This I'm going to chain arrow. Oh, I don't know what else I might do. So it's chain arrow this round, yeah. I don't know, I'll probably have a day of chain arrowing anyhow. My battery's going low, so it's Ed Jones from Chain Arrowing, signing off for now. Bye. Come on, girl. Don't find them, grind them. That was a cow path.